This is George from High Tech Legion. Today we're going to be taking a look at a piece from Cooler Master's new line of power supplies, the Silent Pro M2 1000 watt. As you can see, the Silent Pro M2 comes in pretty standard Cooler Master box with the white and purple that we've seen from Cooler Master for years. A nice picture of the unit itself on the box. Cooler Master logo. It is an 80 plus silver and modular as well. Comes with a complete 5-year warranty. And it uses a copper aluminum heatsink internally, going to make for much better heat dissipation, which is going to allow the fan, of course, to run a little bit slower and keep it much quieter while it stays much cooler. Modular cabling, all completely modular except for the 24 pin and the 4+4 pin CPU, and 135 millimeter hydraulic dynamic bearing silent fan. Keep it much quieter while it keeps it cooler. Moving around the back of the box, we get a couple of other little specs here. 135 millimeter fan, the copper aluminum heatsink once again repeated, 80 plus certified silver, single 12 volt powerful rail. It is a single rail 12 volt rail power supply capable of 80 amps or 960 watts on that single 12 volt rail, as well as 30 amps each on the 5 volt as well as the 3.3 volt. So moving on, modular cabling, pretty simple. Should get a look at the fan curve as loading goes up and temps go up, and you also get a look at the efficiency curve. It is 80 plus silver, so it does average out at 88% across the spectrum. Now taking a look at the power supply itself, the Cooler Master M2 is actually a very good looking unit. As you can see, you get Cooler Master fan with the grill right across, Cooler Master logo emblazoned in the middle, and it is a stamp piece, very nice looking. On both sides you do get the M2 Silent Pro 1000 watt on the black case, and as you can see it is in darker lettering, so it's definitely visible, but it's not screaming out at you. On the top we get a look at M2 sticker with all of the specs right up top as far as amperages and wattages. Max power of 1000 watts, 960 watts on the 12 volt plus, 180 watts on the 3.3 as well as 5 volt combined max power, like I say, 1000 watts, 80 plus silver, and it is SLI certified as well. Over on the back, very simple input. You've got a nice exhaust area for your fan as well as on-off switch. Moving around to the back, you can see you've got 3 modular connections for your PCI Express cables, and total of 5 modular connectors for your peripheral cables. The 20 plus 4 pin, or I should say the 24 pin, plus the CPU 4+4s are hardwired in. It is a single 24 pin braided cable, as you can see, almost to the end with the braiding. That is a bit more than we usually see, but that's not really a problem. And the black and yellow 4+4s, it is dual 4+4 pins for the CPU, once again with the black braiding, and you can see the yellow coming through. Really nice looking unit, top to bottom, has a nice polished look to it. Taking a look at the included accessories of the Silent Pro M2, first start off, you got the limited warranty card, explanation on your warranty and how to get service. Very simple user's manual. Obviously power supply doesn't need to get too involved, as well as all the specs. And moving on, first cable we find is power cable itself. Very nice heavy gauge 14 gauge cable, great ends on it, and nice bulky end, especially on the wall side. Now moving on, all of the cables come bundled. There is no included carrying pouch, box, anything like that. They're just bundled and wire tied in the box. So first, you've got 3 of the PCI Express cables. All of the cables, which are modular, are flat ribbon cables, as you can see. And each one has 2 6+2 ends, so you've got a total of 6 6+2 connectors for PCI Express. Good length on the cables, and they are flat. If you do prefer the flat cable, obviously this is going to be a boon. And your peripheral cables, you've got a total of 12 SATA connectors, as well as 5 4-pins and 1 floppy connector. And once again, flat ribbon cables. With the SATA connector, the SATAs are 3 SATA cables with 4 connectors each, and really good length on the peripheral cables, as you can see. You're going to have no problems routing that wherever you need to go. Once again, flat cables. The 4 pins, you've got 3 4 pins on one cable, and 2 4-pins plus a floppy connector on another, for your total of 5 4-pins plus the 1 floppy. So good array of cables, and once again the flat design. So if you like the flat design, they're really a good cable to work with. We've worked with them in the past with previous Cooler Master power supplies, and very nice cable to work with. The Silent Pro M2 is obviously, is a more mainstream oriented power supply than, say, the Silent Pro Gold or the Silent Pro Hybrid. However, you don't give up a whole lot. I mean, the M2 is obviously a very nice looking unit, very, very well constructed. You've got the 135mm fan coupled with the copper aluminum heat sinks internally, which is going to keep you very cool and very quiet at the same time. It's a hydraulic dynamic bearing fan, so you're going to get very long life with very, very little noise out of the fan itself. It is a modular design. As I say, only the 24-pin and the CPU 4+4s are hardwired into the unit itself. All your peripheral cables and PCI Express cables are modular. 80 plus silver, single 12-volt rail, capable of 960 watts on the 12-volt rail, 80 amps. So you do get quite a bit of power out of this 1000 watt unit. As you can see, the modular cables, same used in all of the upper end Cooler Master line. Flat cables, flat ribbon type cable. Very easy to work with, very easy to route. Great, fantastic 14 gauge AC wall connector. It is Intel compliant for ATX version 2.3 and ERP Lot 6 ready. Is SLI certified, and comes with a 5-year warranty, and as we say, 80 plus silver, so you are going to get very good efficiency out of it as well. So like I say, a little bit more mainstream oriented, but still you're not giving up much, and it's really a fantastic looking power supply from Cooler Master.